Hey guys, welcome to Home Sweet Homeschool. If you're new here, my name is Ashley and I'm a homeschooling mom to one. And in today's video, I'm going to take you on a day in the life of our homeschool on a busy day. Now this collaboration is hosted by Megan over at Pennies and Salt. She is one of my sweet YouTube mama friends. I love her channel. She has delicious recipes and her family is absolutely precious. So if you haven't checked her out, make sure you go check out Megan at Pennies and Salt and then check out that playlist that's going to be linked below, because there are going to be a ton of moms who are going to share a day in the life of their homeschool. So our video today is going to be about what do you do when your day is just super busy. Now here at our house, we really love the idea of slow living. Busyness does not equal success, and it's no fun to be busy all the time. So we really try to embrace that slow living lifestyle. But there are just some days that you cannot avoid the busiest. There are places you have to go. There are appointments you have to get to, and we totally get that. But I try to hold our homeschool time as a very sacred time. We're already out of the house one day a week for co-op, and so I really try to keep the other days as slow as possible so that we can get in that homeschool day and we can enjoy just being around the house and pursuing our passions and all those good things. But some things you just can't avoid. So my tip is to make sure that if there are things coming up that you know you have to do, appointments and things like that, I try to make sure to get all those things on the same day. If there's errands I need to run, if there are appointments I need to get to, I try to do them on one day of the week, and that way I'm not out of the house all through the week and breaking up our schedule and making it crazy. It's doable, people do it all the time, but for us, that's not what I want to do. So I want to show you what we like to get done on days that are just super busy. And today is that day. We have places we need to go. There's returns I've got to make. There's a doctor's appointment we have to go to. It's going to be busy, and we're not going to be in the house that long, but I want to make sure that we get in some type of homeschool. Now, I totally trust that kids are learning all the time. I see it in my son constantly. Through conversation, I know that he's learning all the time. So I don't worry about it too much if we're going to have to be out of the house and not have a homeschooling day. But if there is a chance for us to do a little bit of homeschooling, I want us to. So this day in the life is going to show you what we get done when we have a busy day. So hopefully it will help you if you're having some busy days coming up or you don't know how to fit in school on those busy days. Now, I like to get it done here at the house, but if we absolutely can't, I do have a Latchmate container from Michael's, and I will load this stuff up in there, and he can take it in the car with him, and he can get it done in the car while we're running around doing all the things we need to do. So let's get into this day in the life. It's not going to be very long because remember, this is a busy day. So we've got to get in there and hit our most important areas and move on with the things that we've got to do. So let's get into it. So on those days that we're super busy, I'm going to make sure I hit my 3 top priorities. First is going to be our read-alouds, and we always start with our devotional, which is How Great Is Our God. We love this devotional. If you're looking for one, you definitely need to check this out. They are short, sweet, and to the point, and they are always exactly what we need to hear. My son loves it because it does have a connection to science, and he loves science. And the message is just always so good. My son will say, that's exactly what we needed to hear today. And he is so true. We love How Great Is Our God. It's just a really good devotional. I'm going to be sad when we're finished with it. The next thing we're going to read is our Who Was book. We were going to do Who Was Milton Bradley, but he decided he really wanted to read Who Was Michael Jackson. He's been using this for his artist profile study for Gather Round, but he's just kind of been skimming through and getting the information he needs, and he wanted to read the whole thing. So we decided to put a pause on Milton Bradley and pick this book up. And I have to admit, I love Michael Jackson. I've always loved dance, and I love Michael Jackson. So it's been nice to learn about his past up until his death. We enjoy reading this book together and learning some new things. A lot of this stuff's very new to my son, so he's loving it. So I don't have any unit studies or anything to go with it, so we're just reading it for enjoyment, and that's totally fine. We'll pick up the unit study with Milton Bradley. The next thing we're going to read is Flora and Ulysses. That book has been great. It is about a girl and a superhero squirrel. If you've read Because of Winn-Dixie or any of the other books by the author, you know how great they are. And the reason why we chose this book, it wasn't even on our list for this year, but I saw that Disney Plus was coming out with a movie, I think February 16th, of this book, and we knew that we loved the movie because of Winn-Dixie. So we thought, let's read this and then enjoy the movie, and we have loved it. I mean, how can you go wrong with squirrels and superheroes? It's a really good read aloud. The chapters are nice and short. You can get through a lot of chapters in a day. We are absolutely loving it. So once we do these read alouds and we get that accomplished, I would feel okay with that too, but I do like to do math. So he's going to choose what math he wants to do, and on busy days, he will choose Are You a Math Genius? It is a fun schooling book. We love it, and it's great for those busy days. The problems are complex enough that he gets some really good review to keep things fresh, but they're simple enough that he can do them in just a few minutes, or he could take this in the car and do it. It wouldn't be too complicated. So he really does love Are You a Math Genius? You look at the invention, and then it gives you some kind of prompt to answer a math problem. So that's what he works on. He really loves it, and it keeps those things like multiplication and addition, subtraction, division. It keeps those things fresh. So I love that he does that. The other thing I like to hit on days that we're busy is writing. So we have another fun schooling journal for that called Writing Time Workbook, Fun Schooling with Minecraft. It gives them some prompts. It has where you can make your own stories and you can create your own comics. This book is a lot of fun. We just purchased it a couple of weeks ago, and he really likes it. Do you have to do this to complete writing time? No, just using a simple notebook and piece of paper would work too. But I do like to make sure that we get in read alouds, math, and writing, even on those busy days. And we can pack all this up into that Latchmate container, and we can take it with us. These are all easy and portable, and that makes me feel like we've had a successful homeschool day, even if it's not a full day and we're busy and running around. I want to thank Megan again from Pennies and Salt for hosting this collaboration. Make sure you check out her channel along with the playlist that's linked down below. And if you're new here, please hit that subscribe button. Over here at Home Sweet Homeschool, we love to talk about curriculum and homeschool and planning and all those homeschool things. I love doing collaborations, so you'll see me do a bunch of different collaborations, and I love sharing day in the life videos. So if that's your jam, make sure you hit subscribe and come back next time. And as always, thank you so much for watching.